What's going on? We back, Goodfellas Sports TV. Y'all know what the business is, man. One time for the one time. Mr. One time for the one time. Y'all know what it is, man. And I see an interview, Andre Rozier. I'll link it to the description. He insinuated that the Charlo twins were on roids and performance-enhancing drugs. You know, said that he had turned Danny Jacobs up to the 10th degree. It's another level for that fight. You know, he referenced as well as when Jacobs pulled up on him and Charlo basically was soft and he didn't really want no smoke. And, you know, he talked about a few things, said that, let's get into the steroid talk segment. I'm not insinuating nothing, you know, but I'm saying that, you know, they just, all of a sudden, they just starting to knock people out. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't knocking people out. For one, Jamal wasn't really fighting nobody, but Jamal was knocking plenty of motherfuckers out. That's all I'm saying. Jamal was the puncher. Now, he's talking about Jamel Charlo, both are enrolled in VADA. You know, and I want to hear the inconsistencies about VADA. So, just because you're not enrolled in VADA, you know, don't mean nothing. And whoop, whoop, whoop. Yep, all the shit I've been saying about VADA when it pertains to Canelo, Triple G, and the rest of them. It ain't 24/7. You know what I'm saying? So, I want to hear the inconsistencies about VADA in the comment section now. Okay, now it's pertaining to Charlo twins. Okay, well, he said, you know, I don't know if he's aware of that, but you know, it is what it is. He says that, you know, they hadn't always been knocking people out. He's talking about Jamel. He right. Jamel Charlo was a guy that was a finesse fighter, a guy that boxed on the back foot, side to side, front and back. He was a better Charlo twin. He was a very fluid boxer. It came a time when he fought Marshall Rozier that you know, Ronnie Shield was disrespecting him in the corner. He was fighting too passive, and you know, he got Derrick James. He started fighting more aggressive on the front foot. So he started getting knockouts, all right? But for me, he said, well, you know, now they went from knocking nobody out to knocking these dudes out, but they ain't fighting nobody. Okay, if they're not fighting nobody, then when they step up a competition, the knockouts should stop, right? You know what I'm saying? When they step up Danny Jacobs, they shouldn't be able to knock out Danny Jacobs, right? So if they're not fighting nobody, of course they're going to be able to knock out the nobodies that they fighting. If you catch what I'm saying. Until they step up to their elite competition. So, I mean, how can you insinuate they're on steroids, you know, if they knocking out nobody? That's what they supposed to do, right? You know, and then he don't even got his twins together right. Jamal always been knocking cats out. That ain't nothing new. Jamel wasn't getting the knockouts, and that's not the Charlo you got to deal with. But I mean, you could tell when an opponent's a threat, especially with the team. You could tell, you know, like with Derrick James at the interview at the Jamal Charlo press conference with Tony Harrison and Willie Monroe. He was like, what about Terrence Crawford? What about Terrence Crawford? You know, somebody was asking, well, we got all these guys on the PBC side. And like I say, man, these trainers, man, need to shut up some of the time, man, because they hurt their fighters. When you know, when they hurt their fighters, man. And Andre Rozier, he's a good dude, man. I love Andre Rozier. I think he's one of the most underrated coaches out there. He was second last year in our boxing awards. Look out this year at the end of the year for our boxing awards to trainer of the year, runner up to Derrick James, okay? But for you to go out there and put that narrative on another brother, on some other brothers, man, ain't no unity among black people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even when black people bond together and try to do something positive, the shit always turn negative. You know what I'm saying? That's why I seldomly, you know, when these dudes go marching, when these kids get shot, the family get paid off, the shit go away, it's water under the bridge. People forget. But we so quick to pull the trigger on each other. You know what I'm saying? He was so quick to insinuate, oh, they on steroids, you know. And I would turn Danny Jacobs to another degree for that fight. If they ain't fighting nobody, there's so many contradictions that I could just listen to and point out. If they not fighting nobody, Andre Rozier, then why should Danny Jacobs have to turn up for the 10th degree? If they fight nobodies, and Danny Jacobs ain't really fought nobody that, like, he ain't never beat nobody. Okay? He got knocked out by Pirog. We never knew how good Pirog is because of the back injury, okay? He got beat by Triple G. I thought he won. I was in attendance for that fight. But I thought he won. That's a good fight win on your resume. Caleb Truex at the time wasn't a good win, but he went on to win a world title. He fought Ishai Smith, didn't stop Ishai Smith. He fought Sergio Moore, got dropped by Sergio Moore. Sergio Moore tore his leg up, then he came back and beat an older Sergio Moore. The Latin Snake, I think he was a world title holder, but come on, he ain't really that good. You know, but like I said, Danny Jacobs, when you talking about resume, you talking about wins and losses. Yeah, Danny Jacobs got a solid resume. But you got to remember, Andre Rozier, Danny Jacobs been at middleweight forever. Charlo accomplished something that Danny Jacobs hadn't. He won a title at 154 before last night. He won a title. He was a world title holder, both of them. They both won titles before Danny Jacobs. Both. You know what I'm saying? They both won titles before Danny Jacobs. And if it's another level to Danny Jacobs, then why would we need to unveil this new level for Danny Jacobs for two twins, Charlo, Jamal Charlo, and Jamal Charlo, that ain't fought nobody? Them dudes don't want to fight Charlo, bro. It's the same thing with when Tom Loeffler came out and said this morning that they didn't want no smoke. That fight didn't make no sense for Triple G to fight Jamal. It's the same thing they saying. It's the same thing. It's the same thing they saying. They trying to spin this fight and trying to roll some steam off of it. Oh, they ain't fought nobody and this and that. They trying to diminish their resume and this and that. But at the end of the day, you trying to pump up Demetrius Andrade in that trash ass performance. That's Jacobs and Andrade making the East Coast look bad. See, everybody don't know the history what happened between all these dudes. Danny Jacobs, when Charlo was trying to fight Danny Jacobs, Eddie Hearn said no. I got the article. We not looking to make that fight. After Luis Arias fight, did he call out Jamal Charlo? No. Last night after his fight, did he call out Jamal Charlo? No. So that's just a fact. He didn't. He said in a press conference when a reporter brought it up, he said, that's the fight I want, Like I say, man, I'm it's just sad, bro. It's sad because he wouldn't have pulled that shit on no other fighter and said, oh, they on steroids and this guy, they wouldn't have did that, man. He wouldn't have did that to Canelo Alvarez. Even though Canelo Alvarez is a known PED offender. He wouldn't have said that about them, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, black people in this generation, bro, ain't no unity, bro. Ain't no unity. Ain't nothing but jealousy, hatred, and a crab in a bucket mentality, man. That's all it is. So why would I want to work with them when all they doing is you think y'all working together, but they working against you? When you do something good or you accomplish something great, all they doing is hating. That's all they be doing. And that shit weak, man. It's a lot of hatred coming on over there. They saying the same thing that Demetrius Andrade said. They saying the same thing everybody else said. And at the end of the day, when it comes time to put pen to paper, they not gonna sign that fight, bro. He already talking about I gotta turn my fighter up to a different level for two guys or a guy in Jamal Charlo, which he said both of them, but two guys that you just said is nobodies. They resumes weak. Why I gotta turn my fighter up for two bums then, or two fighters that ain't that good? Dog, come on. And what trainer references drama? What trainer go and say, oh yeah, they got into it in the hallway and Danny kind of punked him. At the end of the day, he said, this always goes under overlooked. You drop your opponent, I drop my opponent, let's fight. No, you handle your business and I handle my business and we can fight in 28-85. Like I say, man, I look at things different. I hear things for what they are. And like I said, Andre Rozier, that was super duper whack. Still got a lot of respect for the man. Think he one of the best coaches around. But that's a cop-out. That's just a total cop-out to insinuate that. But you got Canelo Alvarez, who's a known failed two drug tests. 2 drug tests, that's a fact. 2 separate drug tests for clenbuterol. But y'all want to end a contract where y'all got to fight Canelo Alvarez. So, but then you turn around and tell the brothers that y'all on steroids, I want to fight. But you running to go fight, or you want to go fight a dude that just got popped for steroids. What kind of sense do that make? Hypocrites, bro. Hypocrites. Andrade and Jacobs' team don't believe they can beat the Charlo twins. Period. Andrade had his shot. He gonna say, well, Andrade is on that level. He a good fighter. I'm paraphrasing here. But why did Andrade pull out versus Jamal Charlo then? If he thought he was going to beat Jamal Charlo, he got a career high payday. Then he going to try to run over like he signed with Rock Nation. But he pulled out. So why are you not criticizing him? I'm telling you, man. Jacobs and Andrade, if you actually really listen to them, they make the East Coast look bad, bro. They don't want no smoke, man. And Brooklyn not even messing with Danny Jacobs for real. He goes fight their headline with another Brooklynite and Jarrell Miller. I got respect for Brooklyn. Brooklyn is one of the most best cities I've been to. Shout out to Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? But y'all didn't show off for that fight. 7,000 people came for that fight, just if that was true. Adrian Broner from Cincinnati, Jesse Vargas from Las Vegas, Jamal Charlo from Texas, Houston, Texas, Hugo Centennial Jr., I don't know who he's from, and Javante Tank Davis from Baltimore, and Jesus Clay, I don't know where he's from. They filled up the Barclays Center 15,000. They more than doubled y'all up. Or just about doubled y'all up. You fought in the theater room, Danny Jacobs. Andre Rozier, let's talk about that. Y'all fought in the theater room tonight. Okay? Y'all did fight in the theater room. That's a fact. Jamal Charlo was taking his rinky-dink opponent and Willie Monroe, the same opponent you said and Willie friends, but he ain't that good. He's just more of a sticker mover. He taking that same rinky-dink ass opponent. He fighting at the Barclays Center. His brother fight on the undercard versus Tony Harrison at the Barclays Center. And you fighting him Madison Square Garden in the theater room. People come, what does that matter? It does matter. Because how can a dude from Houston, Texas come fight in Brooklyn, fighting your hometown, your home city, and people gonna show up, but you fighting in the theater room in Manhattan? You know what I'm saying? You fighting in the theater room in Manhattan for your first world title. He defended an interim title, handlining at the Barclays Center. Come on, man. Let's see if what the situation is, man. This black on black hatred ain't gonna never stop, bro. Because it's been embedded in us since we got here to America. That's why I really, really, man, I got a good heart, man. I try to help people out where I can, but at the end of the day, when I help people out, outside my network, outside my little family, I regret that shit. That's when I lend money out, just keep it. This is your money. Don't worry about paying me back. But when I ask for you for a favor, hey, woo, oh no, bro, I can't even do it, dog, and woo. That's what I'm saying, bro. It ain't back in the day where you what you put in, what you get out of relationships now, bro. You gotta get yours. And like the great MC Breeze say, and was a Tupac with him. I gotta get mine. You gotta get yours. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, man, that shit was some hating shit. It's fucked up. They say that to them, but they won't say it to no other nationality fighter and pull that type of card on them, man. But as type of society we living in today, man, it is what it is, man. I think it's very, very sad and pathetic. Goodfellas Sports TV. Want to make a donation? That link in the description. Appreciate everybody that do. Mr. White, Gary Bisson, 2 Robinson, Ty Foster, everybody else that hold me down. Homeboy that sent me some Canadian money a couple weeks ago. Shout out to you as well, too. Reach me on Facebook or my email if you want to get in contact. Y'all know what the business is. Mr. One Time for the one time. Mr. Real Boxing Talk. Y'all know how we holding it down. Live from Detroit, Motor City. What up, though? Salute to all my Detroiters. We